Dueling protest in McKinney came close to a fight, but police stepped in and separated the two groups. The group holding Black Lives Matter signs took their protest to the streets to march to the courthouse, while the Back the Blue contingent waved flags and counter-yelled. Fox 4's Calvert Collins joined us from the McKinney Police Department.
And Clarice, it definitely got testy at times. I believe we have a live picture we want to show you of one of those groups, the Black Lives Matter group from Next Generation Action Network, that is protesting. Took their protest to the streets to walk from the McKinney Police Department all the way to the Collin County Courthouse with police right along their tail. But despite the anger at times that we saw between these two groups, the protests ended peacefully.
Be power to the people. Power to the people. Back the blue. Back the blue.
A shouting match steps apart. Words were the weapon of choice, and at times, the few yards between these two groups weren't far enough. The Next Generation Action Network organized this protest opposing police brutality, just as they did a rally on Monday. Speakers called for the arrest of former McKinney Corporal Eric Casebolt, who was seen throwing down a 15-year-old girl after a raucous pool party altercation last Friday. He resigned this past Tuesday, but so far, no charges have been filed against him. The father of one of the teens involved in that pool incident spoke on her behalf.
My daughter is in recovery mode right now, but I am not going to stop until she gets the justice that is due to her. It is not right for grown men to feel they are entitled to mishandle young girls.
For others, their protest was against opponents.
Everybody here agrees that we are American citizens and we have a right to actually protest for what we believe in without thinking that we are slaves and we need to go back to somewhere.
On the other side, patriots, they call themselves, waved flags, adamantly supporting McKinney police.
You saw one video. You didn't see the whole thing. We don't know, and they don't know if this police officer is guilty. Let the police do their investigation, and if he's guilty, then let justice prevail.
One man openly carried an assault rifle across his chest, showing his support for the Back the Blue crowd. Organizers say 1,000 bikers will ride through Texas tomorrow on their way to Washington, D.C.
I think it's all unnecessary. I don't think we need to be arguing back and forth. I don't think it's about racism.
Again, you're looking at a live picture from one of these rallies that has gone from protest now to march. Several hundred people involved. You can see children, adults, is really kind of a diverse group with McKinney police officers right behind them. But one of the assistant chiefs I spoke to earlier did tell me that no one was arrested nor detained. But despite the anger we saw at some moments during the dueling protests, our photojournalist Brad Kaplan caught really a wonderful moment. One man from each camp meeting in the middle who began talking about each other's differences. Then they prayed and held hands. The two even shared a hug, and they hope their understanding can inspire others.
They want to make it a black and white thing, and it's not a black and white thing. It's a community versus the police that are abusing their power. We're not saying that all police are racist, that all police are bad, but there are certain police that are abusing their power.
That means that we can work together. It means there's a chance that we can fix some of the problems in our society today. If we'd all just learn to do what we just did and work together and pray together, there's a chance. The policeman that created the problem is gone, but that doesn't make our whole police department racist.
Yes, we're here. We heard certainly a lot of perspectives here, Heather and Clarice. About 90 minutes total in the two protests that both started about 7 p.m. tonight. But again, it was peaceful. As you saw, got a little testy at times, but no arrests. And that march is expected to kind of wrap up and end back here at the McKinney Police Department in about the next hour or so. Of course, you've heard one group calling for criminal charges against former Corporal Eric Casebolt, but so far, the Collin County District Attorney has not said that his office will be pursuing any at this point.
Powerful moment between those two gentlemen, Calvert. Thank you.